Hi everybody, welcome back into Meyer Hatchery's YouTube channel. My name is Tom. It's a fantastic day here, and I hope it is wherever you are. Today, we've got something a little bit different going on, where I'm going to show you how I draw my cartoon character of Buttercup. All you need to join me and do this is any kind of a drawing tablet, any kind of paper that you can get your hands on. I've got an assortment of Sharpie markers here, but you can use any kind of marker or pencil or pen that you can get your hands on. Alright everybody, let's take a look down here and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so we've got our paper and we've got our markers, and it's unlikely that I'm going to use all of these markers, but you never know. I like to have them around just in case I need them. So I'm going to start not in the center of the page. I'm going to start over on the right hand side of the page. I'm going to make two little lines that go down like that. Only so far, maybe a couple inches apart from each other. And the next thing I'm going to do is make some squigglies, okay, like that, and loop around like that. This is going to be the top of Buttercup's head. And then we're just going to make some zigzag lines in a circular pattern, and that's going to outline her cheeks and take it all the way down to the bottom of her chin. So now I've got the head in place. The eyes, we can do the eyes any old way you want. Sometimes I can just take and make it and do little lines, but today I'm going to give her some big egg-shaped eyes. Wider at the bottom than on the top. Just like that. A couple of India ink pupils. A couple of little tiny eyebrows. I really don't like to go very big on the eyebrows, but adding them does kind of add a little bit onto the expression. Just real quick, I'm going to take my tinier Sharpie and I'm going to give her a few little eyelashes. I don't know if these are going to show up or not, but it's fun to put things like that in there. I'll come back to the little Sharpie in a little bit. Now we're going to go ahead and put her beak in, and I like to keep her beak small and almost make her cheeks bigger than the beak is. So what I do is I make a little S line just like that for the beak, and then I just connect the bottom of it with just a little straight line, and then make another little bump right underneath like that. So you're almost cutting a little circle in half, if you will. And then just two little wisps like that make these cheeks, the illusion that these cheeks are much bigger than. So then, just doing something quick like that helps put a neck in it and define a neck area. And I'm going to have her little belly starts here. And just down like this. And I cheat and I stop. So when I get to a certain point, I can go ahead and pick up about there. So I start another line then in just like that, and I only take it to about there. Okay, now it's wing time, because Buttercup's got to have some wings. So what I do, we can do this a number of ways, but one of the easiest ways to do is make a line down like that, and then make some X's going back up, and get them tinier and tinier and tinier as you work back up, just like that. And again, we're not finishing anything over here, because what we'll do is, watch this. Let's take this bottom part back up like that, okay? And we're going to take this back part down just like that. Let's give her a little tiny tail. I'm going to have her wing out like she's waving, so I'm going to take it out only about that far, because if you extend it out too far, then it makes it look like it's really much larger than her other wing. And if you just make some little zigzags like that, now suddenly, a couple motion lines there, she's waving. It's really cool. Now we got to give her some legs. So we hop down here, and I like to put them kind of shooting out in each direction, because that gives me room for the size of her foot. Her leg length isn't very big, but then her feet are big. And so I start like that. I make the middle toe a little bigger, and then I finish off the top of the toe just like that. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side, just like that. now, we've got a little buttercup with some big feet. I use my smaller marker and go in and just put these little lines in. And they're actually like curved lines. Just little baby ones though, just to kind of give the indication of some texture to her legs. I don't want to go overboard on it. Okay, we have Buttercup standing proud. Now, use this Sharpie. Now we're going to go in. I want to give her some ground to stand on, so at least it looks like she is somewhere. This is cartoony grass. It looks very, it's just all you got to do is little squiggles, little bumps up and down, but don't make them too uniform. So it's okay if you get them, and maybe even in little batches like this, kind of really help out. And then you can put a few around her feet like this. And that's all you really got to do. Sometimes I'll hop in here and do a few little straight line thingies like that. But now she's got some ground to stand on, which is really cool. Just a little bit of dark underneath there. Alright, now let's hop in and just detail a few little things here and there. I'm just putting a few little hash lines, kind of give her some feathering look to it, which is really cool. Now, real quick, we're not done just yet. Let's do this. Let's tell you what. Let's do. Let's make. Let's make ourselves a little barn or a chicken. Let's make ourselves a little chicken coop for Buttercup to have as a home. And this doesn't take long at all, folks. We're going to do 3 lines like this. I put a little V up here because I'm going to make my chicken coop roof. This is the starting of the roof. I'm going to make it kind of angled so that it almost imitates a barn, but it's a miniature barn. And so we take this line back. This is cheating at perspective a little bit, but if we put the top of the roof on like that, okay, and then this, let's use our small Sharpie, this little line here is going to be that ridge line then, the break and angle on the roof, if you will. Alright, now let's make a door, because Buttercup has to have a door to be able to get into her coop. So we're just going to do like that. And then before I finish the bottom part of the square, I'm going to give her a little ramp here. So 2 little lines going down like that. And then from this point here is where I'm going to take my line over. See that? See that? So I didn't finish the box here first. I finished it here. And the reason is so I can do that and take the ramp down some. Alright, that's awesome. Let's take our little Sharpie and kind of just start scribbling in here just for some texture. If I had more time to work on this, I would, I'd probably do it a little bit different. I might use some more precise shading than I have. Let's go ahead and shade our inside of our door here so that it looks kind of dark. Inside the coop, right? Just anything like that. Alright. Now, back to our big Sharpie. And we're just going to hop in here real quick and just fill in the rest of some little grassy areas. Just real quick. But when you've got time at home, you can take all the time in the world that you want to, because there's no race. Alright. And markers are so much fun to use. I love them. They never get old. I'm going to take the small Sharpie and just put some lines in here real quick. Just like that. They don't have to be neat. You can make them sloppy. You know, these are just the planks. The planks for your chicken coop. That's all these are. So you can just bang, 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 bang. Get those in nice and easy. You know, and if you know, you can, goodness, you can do all kinds of little things here and there to your heart's content. You can make shingles if you really wanted to get fancy. And just squiggle, 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 squiggle. I hope you can see that. It's just a squiggle line that I'm doing. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Like that. And, I mean, you can make, again, I'm sticking with just the tiny one now so that we're not competing with larger lines. But if you wanted to make a tree, you could just shoot a tree out back here like this and make a branch real quick. And get carried away. Okay. Let's do that. And we'll make a few branches, and then you can just throw in a body of leaves if you like. And it's very similar to making a cloud. It's again, or grass. This is just like doing the grass, but it's upside down. So as long as you keep your pen moving fast and random, if you've got a bit of a shape to your hand, this is where you're going to excel. This is where it's going to be great. I'm just going to throw a little bit of shading in to push a few of the leaf clumps back. Just like that. Okay. And then just like a few squiggly lines in here, up and down, kind of show that it's bark in there, and that's kind of fun. I could go on and on and on, but let's just give that a move. So there you go, everybody. There is how to draw Buttercup. You can create a little scene. If any of that stuff doesn't stand out, you can always take a larger Sharpie and darken a few lines randomly here and there, just so that it stands out just enough. You don't have to retrace the entire thing. I never do. Okay, just adding a few finishing touches, and let's take a look at what we came up with. Look at that! Alright gang, hey, I encourage you to go ahead, draw along with me on this, message me, let me know how this is working for you. You can take all the time in the world that you want to on this, color this up, it's great fun, and it certainly is a wonderful boredom buster. So gang, take care of yourselves, be safe, and make sure to like these videos on the Meyer Hatchery YouTube channel. Click the little bell that will give you the instant alert as soon as we produce a new video. You'll see it first. Take care of yourselves and have a great day.